Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your monthly messages from Spirit Reading for November 2022. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. So this is a general reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Sagittarius. Please keep in mind this is a general reading, not a one-on-one personal reading. And let's see what Spirit wants to talk to you about, Sagittarius, for the month of November. What may be unfolding in your life, what's happening in your life, what aspect in your life is going to be changing, evolving, growing, so you can have a better understanding of everything that has been happening, will be happening. May these messages give you the clarity, insight, healing, and guidance that you're seeking. And please be aware, Sagittarius, there are scammers going around in the tarot community on YouTube. If you get some comments below, please make sure they are mine. I have a check next to my username. I will never ask for your personal payment information. I do not offer personal readings. So any messages that are asking you to WhatsApp message, that are sending you or asking you for personal readings, it is absolutely not me, all right? So please be aware of that. Report them, block them, and protect yourself, okay? So, oh my goodness, Sagittarius, we're starting off with some powerful cards here. We have Temperance, the Chariot, and Six of Michael here. There is movement happening in your life where Spirit is guiding you to make this movement, to make this change. Some of you have been thinking about literally moving to a different apartment, house, a different city, a different state, maybe even a different country for some of you. And for those of you with those travel thoughts, those feelings of wanting to get out there to make those changes happen in your life, Spirit is right now giving you the big thumbs up for those of you who have been thinking about making these changes. But let's start off with the Temperance card here. Sagittarius energy. I also feel Libra energy with this card for me as a reader personally with Archangel Zadkiel. And it says success that comes from objective compromise, self-control and patience, forgiving and healing energy. Okay. So what Spirit is kind of telling me about this card here, Sagittarius, with Temperance, is that maybe at the end of October, the beginning of November, there is a period of patience that is happening. I do feel that this is coming through your own spiritual healing. As you get more in tune with yourself, the answers are flowing and coming. I do feel for some of you guys that Spirit is telling you before all these changes happen, there's something that needs to be addressed, something that may need to be compromised. I wonder for some of you that want to move, that want to travel, there's something that in your work, your career, that you're going to have to address. Clearly, if your job, your company isn't operating in a different location that you want to be in, that may be something that you're going to have to discuss with them and see if they'll be willing to make that change for you guys, willing to compromise on that. That's just an example of something here that I'm seeing. But for others of you, I do feel that there's profound healing, divine healing that you've been experiencing about certain wounds within yourself that made you feel unready to move forward on this new chapter, on this new journey, and this new concept that you want with the Chariot here. I do feel there's been some sort of self-esteem wound, inner child wound, or just something, that little voice in your head that your angels, guardian angel here with the Temperance card, I feel very strongly with every time it appears in a reading, wants you to know that you need to take this time to address those inner feelings within yourself, to take that time to meditate on the inner voices that may be telling you no, that may be preventing you from moving forward, or anything that maybe, if it didn't stem from you, Sagittarius, may have stemmed from certain people around you, certain family members, friends, co-workers, managers, bosses, that isn't a part of your truth, Sagittarius. And I do feel if there has anyone been telling you no, it does not mean that that is the truth. It means that this is something that they're trying to hold you back from, whether it's because they want you around, they want to be have some sort of control over your say and do, which they really shouldn't and have no business in being in control of your life, because this is your life. But others of you, this could have been something that you've carried with you since you first heard it in childhood, from your teen years, from, I don't know, just the last week, maybe something that has been sitting with you that doesn't feel right. You are already picking up on it. And Spirit wants you to take the time now to understand what about someone saying to you, or what about a situation you may be going through is impacting you so greatly. And to find the clarity and the confusion. You have the answers within you, Sagittarius. And if things have been moving a little bit slow, if things have not been unfolding in the pace and the way you wanted to, it is for a reason. That Spirit may be working out in the background that you're not seeing. For some of you, it's simply that, maybe if there's the bad market that's going on, inflation that's happening in our economy, Spirit is kind of doing things in the background. So despite the challenges we may be facing in the outer world, Spirit will make an opportunity come to you in the right moment that will be within your financial budget. That will be the perfect opportunity in the right time for you to move forward and move ahead. And this is what's happening right now in your life, Sagittarius, as this is unfolding. And I know it's been taking some patience. I know it may have been testing your patience for some bit, but I promise you, Sagittarius, there are things working in your favor. Do not be afraid. Do not worry about it. Because what we have here is the Chariot. Cancer energy, Sagittarius energy for me as a reader. This message comes with Archangel Metatron saying determination and self-control, career advancement, acknowledgement of success by others. Now, what always rings very powerfully for me with the Chariot card is the ability, once this healing, once this understanding, once this acceptance has been starting to be made in your life, Sagittarius, or you finally come into the consciousness of confronting those wounds, confronting anything that is still out of balance. Once that has all been said and done, you guys will be taking off. And with the experience of, see the white horse and the black horse depicted in this picture here. Symbolically to me, those indicate the light aspects of our soul, the optimism, the hope, the passion and drive that we all have when we're feeling so strongly towards something. And then the dark horse, which is the fears, the protection we have for ourselves so we don't get our hopes too high up. The darker side of ourselves, the shadow side of ourselves. With the Chariot, we are in this position in our life to use both. Yes, to have your dreams, to have that ambition and that drive. But with the shadow, those voices and indications that there needs to be a plan here. Before I take this full step, what do I need to address and deal with in honesty, in truth, in sincerity? Look at it in a realistic perspective, and to always have that in mind. That although I may be in a high vibrating state, I may have good intentions, not everyone in the world does. And that's just part of living in this earth with the vibration we're in currently. But Sagittarius, you will be that driving force in your life that despite any sort of complications, struggles, blocks you may face, you will power through them because you're deciding it. And again, career advancement is in the cards for you. I do feel for some of you that you will be given that opportunity to move and still have the job you want. Or others of you, you're moving up in the career. You may be getting a promotion, a raise, a bonus, but a reward too, Sagittarius, I feel for some of you. People are seeing your hard work. People are seeing your dedication, and they're talking about it. They're impressed by it. They see you as a driving force of success within the project, within the community. You are a leader, Sagittarius. And some of you in the middle of the month, may be asked to be put in this leader position, may be asked to be a manager, may be asked to make a decision that they only trust you to make. And I do feel this is also healing anything within you that may have felt like you weren't ready for it yet. That is all being swept away as you go into the middle of the month with this Chariot card. And then we have the Six of Michael here, Aquarius energy. And it says, it's the light at the end of the tunnel. breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans, relocation, and travel. So again, some of you may be strategizing how to make this move, how to change what, going to visit new apartment complexes, houses, meeting potential roommates, figuring all that out from Temperance to the Chariot. But by the end of the month, I feel that move will happen. That is the go time when everything has been figured out. And it may have been stressful for some of you guys. Your current living situation, your job, the area you're living in. It has been something that's been bothering you, maybe with the certain people you live with that aren't willing to compromise, that are very one-sided. That is what also Spirit wants you to warn about. To not engage in that behavior, Sagittarius. Engaging in someone's wants to control over you, or someone trying to tell you what to do, or someone who is just trying to make you live in a certain way that is not making you happy. I know this is a general reading, so take it as it resonates, but I do feel this energy here where Spirit is saying you don't have to lower yourself to this person's needs of you, wants of you. And it's okay to accept that some things just don't work out. For some of you, you could still remain friends, you could still have a relationship, but just being around this person as much as you are, or even living with this person, is just not right for you. And the person that will be a part of your soul tribe, that will understand that, will compromise with you on that and agree with you on that and encourage you to do whatever makes you feel happiest. And I do feel for a lot of you, you're going to start to see that. Especially what I kind of see here with the Chariot when they say acknowledgement or success by others, acknowledgement of success by others, excuse me. You are going to get that encouragement from those people, and that will give you a sign and indication of who really is the people that you still want to carry on your life as you make this choice, as you make this change, as you move forward. But yeah, I feel others of you too, you felt stuck. I feel like you felt stifled in some sort of way. Maybe there's been the changing of the weather where you can't go outside as much. It's a bit cold, it's a bit rainy. And maybe you just do need a little vacation. You do need to plan something for you guys to get more out of the house of, to travel to a new destination so you can enjoy the very last bit of the weather that may start to change and transition for a lot of you. Bottom of the deck, 8 of Ariel. This is the 8 of Pentacles, Virgo energy, and it says, take pride in your excellent work. Practice makes perfect. Consider getting additional education or training. Now, this is on the bottom of the deck, and this says to me everything you've been working on up until this point. So some of you guys have been taking this new initiative, this idea, this change that you want to have very, very seriously. Some of you have been signing up for classes. Some of you have been getting the books, going online, looking up research on how to make this happen. And Spirit's congratulating for you for that, Sagittarius, because that's half the work. With the law of attraction, with manifestation, there really is a process of co-creating with Spirit, where there are some things that are in control, where we, again, have to do the research, have to go through the trials, but then there is the other half of where you leave it in Spirit's hand, the universe's hand, to repay you with the work that you've been doing. And I gotta say, it will be repaid, especially in the middle of the month with the Chariot, but definitely by the end of the month for a lot of you guys. Maybe some of you are planning some sort of trip, a weekend trip for your birthday that may be coming up at the end of the month, maybe beginning of December. Happy birthday to my Sagittarians who may be turning a whole nother year in November. I wish you a year of love, luck, prosperity, and joy for the year ahead. But everything you've been working towards has been building up to this point of the green light happening for you, Sagittarius. In the beginning of the month, it still took some patience, it still took some time, or even it took the final steps of you healing and forgiving anything that may have been blocking this, others or yourself in some sort of way. And that work is going to pay off. It is a certainty. And also, you know, you've been driven, you've been guided to do this for a reason. You are not alone in thinking of this is right for me. Your angels, your spirit team is also confirming that for you. So let's go ahead and pull some oracle cards and get more deep into this month for you guys. Tell me more about November for Sagittarius. That jumped out pretty quickly. Let's see. Unity. Nice. And it says, a time of divine understanding, renewal, peace, and hope. You radiate and attract great love. And this is coming above temperance, which is profound for me. So, relationship healing, understanding of certain relationships. I do feel for some of you who may have been struggling with a certain someone in your life, I do feel that Spirit is bringing some sort of opportunity to understand, to recognize, and to heal a relationship between the two of you. I do feel as you heal, as you forgive, as you move on, it is clearing the way for you guys to have this big change happen with the Chariot. And I do feel for some of you, I think there may be this person who's around you who may be operating in a lower vibration. I don't feel that's their intention to be difficult, to be cruel, to be unjust, or whatever that energy it was that I'm picking up on that you're finding it difficult to deal with. I do feel that they are operating out of wounds that they've never addressed, that it's too hard for them to address. And I do want to say that this person is believing that they're doing the best they can with what they've been given. And Sagittarius, I do feel if there has been sidestepping within this sort of situation here, if there's been tension building up because the conversations are not being had, it's time to have those conversations. I would do it in a very diplomatic way with the Temperance card here. I would do it in a way that explains your truth, but in a way that will also be well received, because this person is so reactive. This person is so defensive. They are ego driven. But to come to that compromise that can happen, will happen through holding space for the opportunity to heal. Now, others of you where you're like, I tried this, Mermaid. I really did. It's just not happening. This person won't heal me or hear me out, excuse me. Maybe heal me with some sort of indication for someone out there. Then I do feel this is a lesson of acceptance. Not accepting this person's behavior, not accepting this situation's, what they've done to you in the past that may have hurt you, but acceptance of the situation as it is, where you guys may not be in alignment, where you may not get along, to come to that realization to accept. Because acceptance is the first step. Awareness is the first step. And I do believe as you become aware of this, it will be easier to accept. And I think it will also make them see where you're coming from, where, you know, Sagittarius is deciding to move on, move forward for a reason. And I think whether you express this verbally, energetically, it will lead them to their own healing in a different way that you may never see, Sagittarius. But I do think a part of them is being addressed and healed through the interactions that they've had with you. But for others of you, where this is not challenging, confronting relationship energy, with this temperance and the unity here, there is something coming into alignment that has been taking its sweet time, but it's all happening in the right timing for you that you had to be patient with. But this connection, this partnership, this situation you felt so strongly for will be coming into union for you. That is not a doubt. You've been working towards it. You've been dedicating yourself to it. And God, the universe, spirit, your angels have been seeing that. And they've been doing what they can on their end to partner with you in making this happen. Let's keep going. Tell me more about November for Sagittarius. Earth Guardian, stay rooted and grounded. Interesting. You could have strong earth energy in your chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. So with everything that is happening and unfolding, this is where I was saying with the dark horse that I was talking about with the Chariot here, there needs to be planning. There needs to be realistic discernment of the situation you have so you can be moving in the right way on the right path that you're already on, honestly. But again, it's like those last finishing touches that Spirit wants you to pay attention to be realistic with and stay grounded in. And for some of you that may be a little bit discouraged with all the work you've been putting into this, it is making a difference. It is making a change. Again, with the Temperance, maybe now, maybe in the recent few days, weeks, it's been taking some time. But with the Earth Guardian here is being very, very clear to me, which I kind of pointed out, that guardian angel. For some of you, you're very aware of. Others of you, they're introducing you to this reading that they have always been watching over you. Your finances, your material possessions will be guarded, will be safe. If some of you do have financial worries, financial struggles, those will be healed as you make these changes in your life. Those will be restored to you, Sagittarius. But your dreams, your goals that you're weaving, that you are dreaming of and manifesting, are something that will be a big payoff for you. And I don't know if you guys ever took this class, but I have. Economics 101. The greater the risk, the greater the reward. And it's scary when you're about to enter a new challenge, into a new opportunity, into a new chapter. But with the white horse and the dark horse here, and with you being the leader in this, guiding this, you already know the decisions to make. You already know the benefits and the cost that this could have. But I do feel that for a lot of you, you need to know that the benefits will pay off in the longer run. For any sort of decision you're kind of in the process of making, or any sort of confirmation that what you've been nudged to do is the right thing to do. But have a solid plan in this, Sagittarius. I wonder if some of you need to journal out your plans, write out, maybe by a calendar, and kind of write certain goals for yourself to meet at certain times of the month. As you get real with your determination, with your plans and ideas, the more it will start to come to fruition in the 3D world for you, that you can see, that you can feel, that you can sense with your 5 senses, not just daydreaming about it with your 6th sense. Put those ideas to the test now. Go for it now. And even if there are dips in the road as you go on the Chariot way, you'll overcome it. It's only a lesson. It's only to show you anything that still needs to be addressed. But it by no means will stop you with all this change and this movement happening for you in November, Sagittarius. Maybe even some of you have been saving up for a new car, wanting to buy a new car, or needing to do fixes to your car. Now's the time to do it. I don't know who needed to hear that, but it's a good time now for you to act on that. Tell me more of what Sagittarius needs to hear right now, Spirit. I saw the sneak peek of this card as it was flipping over, a change in direction. Everything we've been talking about, here's that final confirmation for you guys. And it says, the changes you're experiencing are divinely directed by your newborn willingness to open your heart to love and our guidance. You are protected now and in the future, so follow your path to the happy outcomes you desire. These changes have been sent to you by Spirit, by God, by the universe, however you want to label it, for your own beliefs. These are all divine messages for you. The initial idea that sprouted in your consciousness was an idea sent from your angels, from your spiritual team. You can be assured of that, Sagittarius. And you know, it really drew me to this card here, unity. Specifically the passage that said, divinely directed by your newborn willingness to open your heart to love and our guidance. So with whatever you've been healing within yourself, it has been creating the space for more divine guidance to come in, reassurance to come in, messages and downloads to come in that are feeling more in union with you, right with you. The healing, the forgiving, the moving forward. It's everything that was meant to happen. The change in direction, absolutely, Sagittarius. Take it on, and take it on with passion and encouragement that this is all for a bigger reason, that this will all lead you to the end of the tunnel, that you are starting to see, honestly. And this is a powerful month for you of change, of dedicating yourself to this change. And the best thing about it is that this change will reward you with something at the very end. All right, Sagittarius, let's go ahead and get one more card from this deck here. And it's going to be a final message that Spirit wants to give you about November. Anything that will add to what I said, or if there's anything I missed out on, may it add to your collective message here about November for you guys. Anything else that Sagittarius needs to know about November? Okay, let's ask for one card. Thank you so much, Spirit. But just one card for my Sagittarians. Anything else that Sagittarius needs to know? There we go. Oh, wow. And it says inner gifts. Beautiful imagery there. And what it says, talents you may have overlooked are in the process of being uncovered. They are often to be found only after you've looked high and low, sifting out the pearls of wisdom from all the disappointment and fears. Then, in a moment of wonder, as you let out a contented sigh, it has happened. The gift that was always meant for you has appeared. Some sort of gift is being presented to you, Sagittarius, in the month of November, whether that is the gift of clarity, the gift of awakening, or maybe something that will be given to you that will help you move forward, an investment, a raise, an opportunity. But Sagittarius, I do feel that you have what it takes to make this change happen. You have the gifts, the skills, the talent to create the life that you want to be living and for it to manifest in the 3D in your lifetime here. To not give up on yourself, to not doubt your skills. Spirit does not want you to do that. You are a vessel of wisdom, of divine light that is so needed in this earth, on this world, in this lifetime. And you do have an impact that others notice, and you're going to start to see that acknowledgement in November, the thank yous, the I'm so happy to have you in my life, the encouragement, the pat on the back. That will be seen in the 3D, but Spirit's giving it to you now, Sagittarius, that your hard work will pay off. Thank you so much, Sagittarius, for joining me for this reading. I really hope it resonated with you. It gave you the guidance you're looking for as regards to what's unfolding for you, what's happening for you in November. If it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Sagittarius, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Sagittarius.